lineups. We can have a look at them now. So that's got things underway. It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was far from high calibre, Peter, and when you're shooting from that position, it needs to be just that, high calibre.
Pushes it out wide. And he's cut it out. Looks to slip it through. Now here's the through ball. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Who's going to make this theirs? Plays it out to the flank. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get. Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
Gagah gets it away. He's still going. Where to next? Shoots! And it's a goal! And Arsenal take the lead. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Arsenal take the early advantage. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Now the pass. Passes it through. Ball through needs to be good here. That is wayward.
Yeah, we love a trier, Peter, but it has to be a far greater quality to beat the keeper from there.
Looks like a good ball through. Sunderland get it back again. Tries a through ball. Hits one! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. Shoots! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, taken with style!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Looks like a good ball through. Now here's the through ball. Up he gets! They've done it! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Passes it through. Goes for goal! Back of the net! And they get themselves in front! Gagah Did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Arsenal go into the lead. Oh, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Towering header! They've done it! And they are disappearing out of sight. And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
It took genuine bravery to attempt to tackle there. Mind you, he had little option.
And that's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
And the counter is on. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Brings it forward. Has a hit! Gets good distance on it. He's made sure that that won't get through. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Looks to slip it through. He'll have a dip! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Boots it upfield. Aimed long and direct. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, I would think this one is possibly over as a contest. They know they've already reached cruise control, and it's a case of the right game management to take it from here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Pumps it forwards. Looks like a good ball through. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tries to get it forward quickly. That has put a stop to that. Chance! Saved only by poor finishing.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
Oh, he really wanted that.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
Battles to win it back. Now it's Sterling. Shoots! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Arsenal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Cuts it out. Good defending. He knew he had to stop it right there. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Arsenal have themselves a penalty. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
McGeady looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Oh, never in doubt.
You could feel the tension as he stepped up to take that, but it didn't bother him, and he tucked it away perfectly.
Arsenal tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Sterling with the ball through. Now the pass. He's got the ball, he's got the space. It's come loose. Good clearance and very necessary. Tries a through ball. He's away. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Knocks it towards the front. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Great reaction! Sterling has a goal! The world at his feet! Raheem Sterling! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off? Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Arsenal totally rampant here. He's had a go! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Passes it through. It's a loose ball. Played out to the right. Looks to slip it through. Tries a through ball. He's off on a marauding run. Knocks it away. And out to safety. Out wide to the right. Pumps it upfield. Looks like a good ball through. And the finish! Sticks it away! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Yeah, by the looks of it, there may be still more to come. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now the pass. Looks like a good ball through. And he's onside. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Out for a throw. Sunderland, their final change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's a loose ball. Spoon forward. Tries a through ball. Goes for goal! No mistake! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. McGeady gets it upfield. Passes it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Keeps everyone guessing. Goes long and forward. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Shoots! Goal!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Sunderland playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. And he's on his way! And with that, the final whistle. Arsenal have won big and in style. Everything went for them.